Hi, everybody. It's me again, Riss, with another reading, this time for the second half of July. This is for my water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Oops, that just popped out. All right, we won't do that one yet. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit shorter than what I did for my first half. First one was a little bit long. I'm trying to keep it, 15 minutes and under, but we'll see what we get. I am chilling with you with a cup of tea, vanilla with some unsweetened almond milk and honey in it. I was going to do a coffee, and then I was like, I need to calm down. So that's what I'm having. Anyway. Yeah, vanilla honey. Super good. All right. So I'm going to use my own cards. And again, I want to be surprised. And this is for sun, moon, rising water signs. If it's in your chart. Okay. But this is who I'm trying to pick up energetically. I use more oracle cards, less tarot, but I do make my own cards because then I know it's easier for me to understand. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm just explaining, and I'm new to this, fairly new anyway. Had an older channel about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was kind of successful, but not too much. So I'm redoing it, and that's why I'm here. All right, so yeah, let's get to it. Let's go ahead. We'll do this one. I like to be surprised. Don't know what we're gonna get. It could be a big project coming up right now. Something you are doing independently, and maybe you're seeking advice on how to get started, or if somebody is more aware of it, of how to help you. I'm going to get 3 cards from this deck. These are from movies, and some of them are quotes, some of them are TV shows, some of them are historical figures. It's a kind of mixed bag. If it's a group of cards that fall out, then I don't take them. I only take no more than 4, I'd say. Okay. All right. And I don't do really reversals for this, but I'll tell you, I give you the message of what's good and what's not. If this isn't you, it might be somebody else in your energy that you're dealing with. So the first card I got was somebody is like kind of like teasing. They have that teasing sense of flirting style. You might not know that they like you, but they do. Maybe this is somebody that you are already currently with, and this is just kind of how they make conversation. It's Colin Firth's character, Mark Darcy, in Bridget Jones. Bridget works in publishing and used to play naked in my paddling pool. And then I've got Internal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And the quote is, I'm always anxious, thinking I'm not living my life to the fullest. I feel like you're a very open person, or at least you're working on that. You're being more open and honest with someone. Maybe you have that approach, or someone else in your energy has that approach towards relationships, and you're just starting to open up a little bit more with them. I'm sorry about the shaky table. I'm trying not to shake it, but I need to find out about a new setup, because I've been trying to see what works, what doesn't. The other one is, don't hate. You don't want to put that out in the universe. That's Phoebe from Friends. I think you're working on how you treat yourself and how you treat others. how you put things out, how you express yourself. I think this is how you're working through your things. Like maybe you tend to be kind of more of an angry person, or have been that way, and now you're finding new ways of kind of releasing that energy, putting it into something, a project. Or that might be something that you're looking into. Is, you know how some people are like, therapy is great, and then other people are like, I want to find out my own type of therapy. And some people for that is like, okay, in the movie Trainspotting, the second one, which is funny because I just got a picture of Ewan McGregor. He worked on himself and got clean, and then he helped a friend by finding something else, a healthy obsession, which was, I think, running or jogging. Again, I'm not saying that's what you're dabbling in or anything, but something about finding a newer way of expressing yourself. Got 2 here. I need 1 more. Something about pancakes. Again, I apologize. Sometimes I get things about food and it ends up being something like my kids will just say, you want to have pancakes? Or you want to have pizza? Oh. Okay, hold on a second. Someone's in love with their best friend. And is having a hard time trying to find a way of expressing that. So it's, in all my life, I never thought I would be so lucky as to fall in love with my best friend. That's from Friends as well. And it's a different deck, different color. I'm afraid because you are the single most important being to ever grace my existence. And that's Pacey from Dawson's Creek. I don't know very many people my age that actually admit that they watched Dawson's Creek, but I didn't watch a lot of TV in high school, and I didn't start watching the show like every day until I got it on disc, and I think I was maybe 21, 22. I was in my early 20s when I got the show. But in high school, I only watched it a couple of times. I didn't have enough time to watch TV. I was too wrapped up in other stuff. So with the show, I got involved with it much in my early 20s, and that is Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Watched the show, but not to the point where I was excessive. I feel like somebody was trying to play a part of, hey, I'm tough, hey, I'm bad guy, or girl, you can reverse it. I'm this type of person. But in reality, wasn't really that person at all. It was just more of a way of impressing. That's not what that person really was interested in. They were more, there's something about adoring somebody just the way they were. So Spike was known as William before he turned into a vampire and did terrible things. I'm not saying that's what you are. Of course not. But it feels like getting involved in the same stuff, but that person wasn't necessarily involved themselves. They were just there. Both tend to be very protective people. It's a great match. As long as it's not like hovering. Does that make sense? Protective shielding is amazing. But hovering and just not giving this person place. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but something about being protective in the right ways. I almost lost a few cards. I definitely have to come up with a better solution here. Let's see here. Something about expressing. You have to learn to express yourself openly and honestly. And sometimes it takes a long time. I know this isn't for a fire sign reading, but as a fire sign, I will say that my way of dealing with stuff is I can try to use my sense of humor because I feel like that's what people want of me. Because I always heard, hey, do something funny. And then I would do something funny if I could. But not everybody likes that, right? Because then they don't know if they can take you seriously. Kind of like water signs tend to be very like hard on the sleeve, but also not as expressive with their words. They like to be mysterious. And yeah, it's awesome to a point, but I'm going to take that one because someone was trying to get to know you. You felt like you had to exert yourself and be a specific way, or they did. Is like, hey, I have to look just like them, or I have to dress like them. There's something to that. I have to look just like them to get closer. It's almost like the way that you view this person is his character. He's an engineer, and she comes from someplace else. And it's like, I'm getting kind of like Aladdin and Jasmine. And be yourself. You're romantic. Again, I adore him just the way he is. This guy here, he's cute. Okay, so I know you're a fan of Shakespeare. It's like somebody is trying to understand a little bit more about you. It's sweet. Okay, now let's go to these cards. These are just kind of like dream cards. I had them separated, but they're pretty much they represent the same thing. So I was like, I'll just leave them. I'll put them as one. Oh, this reading's much shorter. I like this one. Okay, so we got. I had this for the first half of one of the sign reads. Oh, something. I don't even know. Yeah, I had a bunch of cards, but that's okay. I got one. No, I can't take a stack. Just one more. Now we're doing really good on time here. Okay, I'll give you 3 because they both set out. No, just one. Okay, that's better. All right, so we've got treat yourself. Do something for you. Take pleasure in the small and simple things in life without overdoing it. Enjoy a drink, snack, or a fun hobby without excess. You are blessed. I feel like you need to let your guides, the universe, God, spirit, whoever you believe in, or whatever you believe in, wherever your faith may be, put it in that to know that when something is for you, it will be there for you. You won't have to try to be too much of anybody other than yourself. Be authentic. So if you're a romantic, keep doing that. I mean, that's sweet, but don't be, to the point where you leave a gazillion roses for someone if that's not their type of thing. Because some people tend to get a little freaked out about, and then other women will be like, that is so amazing, or guys would be like, I can't believe she did that for me, or whatever you go with. Some women tend to be very romantic, or some guys tend to be very romantic, but you definitely don't want to scare someone away if that's not their thing. There's something about that. Don't be to the point where it's like you're doing too much. If you like someone, show up, but don't be like, hey. No. Okay, and then the next thing is the fetus, and it doesn't mean exactly what you think it means. It means a new idea is in the development phases. I said a project. I think you have an idea for something, and I think maybe you should go for that. Go towards that. Work on a project. I'm getting like Noah built a house, like the Notebook, Noah. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. C.S. Lewis. If someone is for you, let the universe help you a little bit to get to that person. If that's your person, don't have to do so much. Oh, I burped. Sorry. Cook a grand meal for loved ones. I would go ahead and be with those that are already there right now. Do something good with them. If you hang out with your folks or siblings, go enjoy a meal with them. And then I've got the number 7, and it represents the feminine. She is the protector. She's insightful, honest, introspective, and wise. Now, so the number 7 might be important to you. And then I'm going to give you a couple of songs, because I give a couple songs to my own. Oh my goodness. This goes great. I'll tell you why. I mean, you probably already can figure it out. I know you're a fan of Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet, The Dire Straits, one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs. A love-struck Romeo. Okay, and then I got Leather and Lace, another favorite, Stevie Nicks and Don Henley. So go check out the lyrics and a music video if they provide that. Definitely check out the lyrics. It might be significant to you. Again, you can trade, maybe you're the romantic or maybe this other person is the romantic. Just try to see it as it is. If it resonates, if it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's all I have for you. This was actually a very sweet reading. I hope you have a lovely month and stay decent, and bye-bye for now. Love and light.